Thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. It's great to be before you to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, which was signed on March 25th, 1957, and established the European Economic Community. I am here honored to be able to welcome in chambers today consul generals representing the European Union. These consulates are official representatives of the public administration of their respective governments. So let's give them all a round of applause. I'd like to introduce them first, Mr. President, if I can. Let's give them a welcome to the John Ferraro chambers. Representing Austria, Consul General Ulrike Ritzinger. Consul General of Bulgaria, Valselin Valcher. You'll soon hear from our Consul General from Croatia, Sinisa Grgic, which we have our sister city of Split. Representing Czech Republic, Consul General Pavel Seplikak. Representing Estonia, Honorary Consul Jak Tramman. Representing Germany, Deputy Consul General Miss Catherine Steinbrin. Representing Greece, Consul General Gregory Karaholis, and know that we have our sister city in Athens there, and then also Germany, our sister city in Berlin. You'll soon hear from our Italian Consul General, Mr. Antonio Verde. From Latvia, Honorary Consul Juris Bunkis and his wife Tina. From Lithuania, the Consul General Gydimias Siraika. Consul General from Poland, Mariusz Brimora. Consul General from Spain, Francisco Javier de Aca. Did I miss anyone? And the Belgium, let's see. Belgium, representing Belgium, Consul General Henry Vattingem. Let's give them all a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues. It's great to be here before you. And to give some brief remarks, I'd like to welcome the chair of the local EU Consul General, the Consul General Corps, is Sinisa, Consul General Sinisa Grgic from Croatia, to say a few words. Sinisa. And then
I'll pass the mic first to our colleague from Italy, Consul General Antonio Verde first.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for meeting us today and, in a way, for joining us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of the signing of the Treaties of Rome, the starting point of that ambitious, unprecedented, and momentous dream that we have come to call European Union. We are so familiar with the term European Union that we fail to remember that never before in human history did states come together peacefully and willingly relinquish aspects of their sovereignty to form a supranational entity. And never before did Europe come together peacefully and willingly under a single flag. For its various progress, for all its ups and downs, we must admit that the EU is an incredible experiment. And let us not forget that the longest period of peace and stability in Europe, 70 years since the end of the World War. This period started with the formation of the European communities. In fact, the previously unimaginable destruction and desolation and suffering that we left Europe destroyed after World War II was the origin of the intent to establish the European Coal and Steel Community, and then the European Economic Community, and finally, as you know, in 1992, the European Economic Community became the European Union. But the journey is far from over. We should proceed together. We know that we are facing new and serious challenges. Everyone is aware of that. But everyone is always aware that we should proceed together, as I said before, with cohesion and solidarity, so as to continue living in a context of freedom, democracy, and human dignity. Yes. As a founding member, Italy was and continues to be a leader in the pursuit of these common principles, and also to be a cultural bridge between Europe and the south shore of the Mediterranean. So, we are here today mainly to say happy birthday, Europe. And it has been a long journey, not easy, still complicated, but all this work is always worth it. Thank you very much indeed for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you so much. Sinisa.
The honorable members of the City Council, dear colleagues, councils of European Union member states in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. The European Union is celebrating its 60th anniversary, as 60 years ago the Treaty of Rome was signed as one of the two most important treaties by which the European Economic Community was created. The second treaty, the Treaty on European Union, signed in Maastricht in 1992, and I can proudly say that I was there as young European federalist. Though European Union is not the United States of Europe, we are based on some principles, and similar to the US Declaration of Independence, we have these two treaties which basically gives us freedom to transcend the national borders without losing our identities, our cultural and traditional values. This is what makes us so unique, as there is no such example in human history. But does it make us weak at the same time? Yes. But will the rest of the world benefit if the EU fails for some reason? No. Therefore, it is obvious that the future of the democratic world, and let me define this, countries that respect human rights and freedom, governments of law rather than of men, free economies of free enterprises, is work even more closely together and try to reach the same level of agreement as the founding fathers of the European Union did in 1957 in Rome. Thank you, Councilman Buscaino, for giving us these wonderful opportunities to celebrate the creation of the European Union together with the City Council of Los Angeles. We, as EU councils, have prepared an intangible gift for the City Council and for the people of Los Angeles. It is a song, Ode of Joy, and I kindly ask our performance to step here.
Fantastic. Well, please, Joe, don't gift us with
No,
singing.
I'm not going to sing.
Okay, all right.
We have professional singers.
Yes, and
All right, that'd be hard.
Ode of Joy by Ludwig van Beethoven, also the EU anthem, performed by the best Croatian-American bass-baritone, Boris Martinovich, Ukraine soprano, Anna Belaya, and Russian cello player, Evgeny Tonkha. Enjoy.
Fantastic. And if we can ask for silence in the chambers, too, so we can appreciate this for everything it's worth. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we got a microphone. Oh, no need. Thanks, Roger. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. Again, Los Angeles is so blessed to welcome countries from around the world. We are a modeled United Nations here in the city of Los Angeles, welcoming over 200 countries speaking hundreds of languages, and to have your presence here is quite the honor to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Treaty of Rome. Thank you very much, colleagues. Appreciate it. Thank you for your presence.